Hey guys, so today I'm gonna share the absolute craziest thing I have ever shared, and I know that whoever is meant to see it, that is who God intended on seeing it. So, but I don't know if there's anything crazier, any crazier video than what I'm gonna share. It's gonna, you can see the title of the video, and yeah, it's gonna pretty much show that the day that I was born and when my parents named me, they were indirectly, I guess, like writing the day that my dad was gonna die. So yeah, his death date, August 22nd, 1999. It was encoded into my name the whole time, and I, obviously, like, how would they know? I didn't know, and yeah. So let's just get into it. I'm kind of at a loss of words, but. And I know that I know what I'm gonna show is legit. I know what I'm showing is it's not nothing. It's not a reach. It's not evil. It's just mind-blowing. That's all that it is. And you have to ask yourself, what are the odds of this happening to anybody, And this is after all the connections I've already found. If this was the only connection I had, I would be like, all right, like, that's pretty crazy. But after every crazy thing I've shared with, like, me and him and his death, and now this, like, it's you have to be in denial to think like it doesn't mean anything or it doesn't matter or whatever. But so real quick before we get into that, we're just going to talk about cancer. That's what my dad, he died of cancer. And the accepted symbol, like, is just the widely accepted symbol of cancer. So you don't have to, doesn't matter where it came from or anything like that. It's just, that is the widely accepted symbol of cancer. And it's the 669. I'm sure you guys have seen it. 69. Symbol of cancer. Now, when you go from my birth, and if you go forward exactly 69,000 hours, you land on the last day that my dad's last day of life. The day before he died. August 21st, 1999. So what are the odds that exactly 69,000 hours from my birth lands on that day, and then the next day he dies from cancer? Can you find anything else like that? Anything that any celebrity is connected to, any athlete, anything. Can somebody show me anything like that? And if I were to just end the video here, that would be enough to just make this like one of the craziest videos of all time. But now, so when you go, that means that So he died the next day. So that was 69,024 hours from my birth. Lands on the day he died. 69,024 hours. My name, Sean Desaad, equals 69 and 24 in the first two ciphers. The first two ciphers, 69 and 24. Now let me just break down what that means, like those values, okay? Because I know that there's people who might not know. So it's so simple. It's just the value, like the place that the letter is in the alphabet. So A1, B2, 3C, and you add up the letters, or you add up the numbers. That's the ordinal value. So cat, C is the third letter, A is the first letter, T is the 20th letter. So when you add 3 plus 1 plus 20, that's 24. That's all that's all it is. Okay, we've used it in text messaging. It's just assigning a number to a letter. Okay, so that's all it actually is. And then the reduction value, that's when you take the value of the number, but then you reduce it to a single digit. So if it was a 23rd letter, which is, what's the 23rd letter? Can't think right now. But so then you would take 2 plus 3, and then the value would be 5. So ask yourself, what are the odds that when they named me my first and last name, that the letters, or the number that is assigned to the letters of my name, inarguably, when you add them together, it lands on the amount of hours from that day that my dad was gonna die. You have to ask yourself that. Again, it doesn't matter where these things are coming from. It's just the statistical impossibility of that proves that that there's so much more to this world that they did not teach you. They didn't teach you if you don't know about it. Regardless, they didn't teach this. They don't teach this in school. So yeah, they didn't. There's so much that they did not teach you. That's what I'm showing. And we know certain things like physics and formula, like gravity and all that stuff. But there's a lot more. There's another, this is because I know I'm not the only person who has something crazy like this. To this extent, I want to see something as crazy as that. I do. I know that a lot of people have connections, but I want to see something as crazy as that, because I know that the way that I put things together, it could be really what's the word? dense, and I know it's really technical, and you know, but that what I just showed is not at all like it's so outside of my like style of I guess decoding, but it's just so perfect. And yeah, I just think this is just the kind of information that the world needs to see, because that's impossible. That is impossible. Simply impossible. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't know. Again, it just, I don't know, like the deeper I've been going and the more undeniable that I'm showing that like my own codes are like just beyond synchronicity, beyond just like some organic thing that's making these things fall into place. Like I'm like, the more that I'm doing that, I'm just noticing like a lot of changes, you know. Like I don't know if, I mean, I know it's apparent that people don't take it as seriously or even care as much as like when I was just decoding, like just decoding events, like, you know, normally. It's understandable, it's just hard to fully accept at this time. And again, that might be because of my lack of maturity, you know. Maybe if I was a lot more mature, more experienced, it'd be way more easy to accept, and it wouldn't affect me as much. But I'm just like, I just can't believe it. I just really can't. I can't believe it. But it's just a matter of time. So hopefully I'll start to accept it more. But thanks for watching.